Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be doing basically a full face of brand new products, first impressions, whatever you want to call it. I have an addiction to buying makeup and I decided to buy a bunch of it again because me and my mum needed some more. So I'm going to do a full face of new makeup, pretty much. Not new to the market but new to me. And tell you guys what I think about it and how it felt using it and stuff like that. So if you'd like to see how I got this look using products brand new to me, keep on watching. Hello, I'm going to be trying some new stuff. I'm going to start off with my face and I'm going to use actually my regular primers because I don't have any new primers to try out. So for primer, I'm going to use the Revolution Glass Skin Primer for an ultimate dewy finish. You really don't need a lot of it for it to shine through really lovely. If I look down here, it's because my mirror is there. Yeah, you really do not need a lot of it. I mostly focus it right over here just so it's nice and dewy at the front of my face. I don't want to make my forehead too oily because then it's gonna look really weird. I do also use the Glow Street by L'Oreal just to give myself an extra highlighted face because I don't know, I just like how it looks. I'm watching New Girl because they literally, the minute I finished Friends, they put on New Girl on Netflix and I was like, that's a sign. They put New Girl and Modern Family, and the minute I'm done with New Girl, and I'm on season 5 right now, I am watching Modern Family. I'm so excited. I love Modern Family. I've never been able to watch the whole show. I've only caught like bits and bobs on Comedy Central, and while I was in the US I watched some of it. It's amazing. So I'm going to be trying new foundation today. I've heard really good things about it. It's the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in F7. Don't know if this is my shade. That's what the foundation website told me it would be. It's one of those like find your shade websites. I think it's a little bit too dark. I should have gone with F6, but we're gonna make it work today. Yeah, it's kind of like the same deal that I've had with the Milani foundation in that it is literally just a little bit too dark. I don't know how I feel about the doe foot applicator. I don't feel like it's putting enough product on my face. I think this is gonna be an alright shade though. It's not too bad. It's not too orange, I think. Just gotta blend it really well. I wouldn't really say this is a full coverage foundation, but that's probably because I'm using a wet sponge. So not many foundations, unless they're super thick, are... That's not the foundation I wanted to buy. I just realized that. Holy shit. Okay, that's why the shade might be wrong. I am stupid. I wanted to buy the freaking hydrating one, but okay, well, we have this one now. But actually this is a fairly good shade for me. It's not too orange. That's what I was worried. I never match my neck. My neck is way too light for the rest of my body. So I just blend it down until it looks natural. But actually, it's not a bad foundation so far. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer because they finally have my shade. This is, I think, in the shade Vanilla. It's in the shade 06 for sure. The amount of people that love this concealer is ridiculous. But it only ever had like 5 shades and now they released some more shades. Their shade range is still trash, but they finally released one that's light enough but warm enough. And I'm so happy because I do like this, but the last shade that I had was way too pink. And I prefer to have my foundations and concealers a little bit more golden shade because I just feel like that looks better on me. This is arguably a little bit too light with this foundation, but who doesn't like a little bit of a brighter under eye? For powder, I'm still using the Revolution powder, but it's actually in the Airspun container because it's more convenient. So that is it, nothing new there, just using my regular powder. I just thought this foundation was going to be so dark on me, but it actually looks okay and I'm so happy about it. I don't have a new brow product, but I've been recently loving the Essence Make Me Brow just by itself, just because I'm not going anywhere, so it just looks nice by itself, you know? My brows have a good shape and all they really need is just a bit of a tame and a tiny bit of colour. This is in the shade Blonde, I think. Yeah, blondie brows. I don't like doing too much to them at the moment. Just a little bit of brow gel does it. Do you see what I mean about the primer? Because if you have a look over here, you can actually see the dewiness where normally if you use a juvie primer, that's all gone when you powder. I love this. It looks so incredible in natural lighting as well. When you're in the sun, so lovely. It just looks so nice. It makes you look so alive rather than just super matte. For eyes today, I am using the Beauty Bay Identity palette, the 42 shade. Do you know what? I caved and I bought it. It's only £25. I thought it was just so lovely. Look at those colors. Look at them. They're just so pretty. I can't get over these reds. Just, they're the reason I bought it, but I'm not going to try them today just because the lipstick that I have is not going to match it. I'm probably going to try and do quite a neutral look with these, just simply because the lipstick I have will match it so much better. But as you can see, it has a really nice selection of shades. It has a really good selection of like mattes and shimmers. It has a really good selection of neutrals and colors. So really, if you want to travel with this palette, other than the fact that it's absolutely massive, Bethany, this is a message from you. Stop sending me TikToks right now. I love you though, thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do like a nice neutral look. Number 1 transition over here. Just to see what it looks like. It also comes with a mirror, which I think is incredible. Normally big palettes like that wouldn't come with a mirror. They would just come with big packaging. Whereas this one is quite lovely. Just a really soft wash of color over here. You can still see it on camera, but I did do it quite lightly. It comes off a little bit warm on the eye, which is probably just my skin tone. I'm gonna darken it with the number 7 transition color, just to give it a little bit of a warmth in the corner. I'm not trying to do anything elaborate here. I'm just trying out the colors. Then I'm gonna darken a little bit more with the number 1 liner shade over here, which is nice. This is one heavy palette. They blend really nicely together so far, and they do what I need them to do. So they're pretty nice in my opinion. Why is everyone insisting on messaging me right now when I'm filming a video? This is ridiculous. Normally my phone is dead, but right now I'm getting emails, I'm getting texts, I'm getting TikToks. Come on people, choose your time, choose your time. Now I'm going to try one of the shimmers. I'm probably going to go for like a golden one. These are the highlight shades. I'm going to go with the bang on middle highlight shade because I think that will look nice on here. It's not too gold. I'm going to mix it with the first one as well. Okay, it's not that nice on a dry brush. Let's try wetting my brush and trying that again. Yeah, that's much better. Do you know what? I think with all shimmers you just have to learn how they work before you can actually create something nice. These remind me a lot of when I first tried the I Heart Revolution mini palettes. I just got eyeshadow on my shirt. And I didn't really get on with the shimmers at first, and I had to pretty much work out what looks the best with them. Whether it's like a wet base or a dry base and stuff like that. These are kind of like that, so I think it's going to take a few tries for me to just figure out which one looks best. But I'm not mad at them. They're quite lovely. They're shimmery. You can see them. They're not chalky. They're really lovely for the price. Because it was £25 for 42 shades. Come on, that's a deal, especially when they're good quality shadows and a very good quality packaging. Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Yep, simple look. Let's do some liner now, and I'm gonna do that off camera because I cannot do it. I just cannot do it on camera. But I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner, which is, I've tried it before but I haven't tried it in a long time. I love it. It's a really good dupe for the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I would highly recommend. Done. My eyeliner is done. Honestly, I feel like this one is even better than my normal Renaissance Flick one. I don't know, I just like it more. Like, it's so much smoother on the eye. However, I know exactly why I started buying Renaissance Flick instead. Is because this one, because it's a brush and not a felt tip, sometimes the hairs go out if you're not careful when you put it in there. And also it starts bleeding like a motherfucker when it's getting closer to the end, and that's annoying. However, the Renaissance Flick, the minute you use it on glitter and stuff like that, it just blocks like a little bit of a felt tip. So they both have their issues, but I think that's just gonna happen with every single liner you try. So yeah, but if you guys have any recommendations for really good liners that are long lasting, whether they're high-end or drugstore, I'd love to try them. I love eyeliner, I live for eyeliner, I wear it pretty much every day, so I would love to try them all, so let me know. I almost feel like my light is washing me out to the point where I actually look pale with this foundation, when actually it's making me look quite tan, so I'm just a pale bitch, aren't I? Let's curl my lashes. For mascara, again, I don't have a new mascara, but I've been using it for only a little while, so it's basically new. I am going to put on the Essence Volume Stylist mascara. It's actually a really good mascara. It makes your eyelashes look long and luscious, or at least I think it makes my eyelashes look that. I mean, the eye didn't go as neutral as I wanted it to. It went more golden, but I quite like it. That's the eyes done, and I'm gonna move on to bronzer. I have two bronzers, one new, one old. So the one I usually use is the L'Oreal Back to Bronze. It's really nice, it's really light. You can be extremely heavy-handed without going overboard with it, so I'm going to use that as my contour. Then I'm going to use the Rimmel Radiance Brick in the shade 01, just to give myself a little bit more of a summer bronze. It's one of those golden ones, you know, like in old school YouTube Zoella would use like that nice shiny bronzer all over the face. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for here, so we're going to see how that goes. I really do enjoy this bronzer. I feel like it gives me a nice wash of color without being over the top, because I don't really like having a harsh contour. I'd rather build it up over time than end up with a line that's way too harsh for me. Of course, once in a while you can't control it and you'll just end up with that. And I am also guilty of that. Get rid of my double chin. It's nice and buildable. That's why I like it. So a little bit on the nose. A little bit on the nose. And now with a bigger brush, I'm going to go in with the Radiance Brick. Just swirl it around all over and just give it a little bit more of a glowy bronze. Oh, I quite like it. It makes you look quite sun-kissed, I feel. Should I be doing this? Probably not, but it just adds a little bit more. It didn't do much, but it's supposed to add just a little bit of a glimpse, and I think like it does that. It makes you just glowy. Like, together with this primer, I'm gonna now do my little line under my bronzer just to make it more defined, just because I don't have any cheekbones, so this is my way of trying to imitate that I do by playing with shadows ineffectively. Well, I'm letting this sit for a little bit. For blush, I'm going to use the Revolution blush palette, and I don't know what shade to use. Let me see. I'm just gonna use this one over here. I don't know what it's called. This one, just this one, okay? They don't have names, I don't think. Ooh, pigmented. That is way too much blush. Shit. Well, we're blushing today, apparently. That looks ridiculous. I did not expect this to be so pigmented. But here we are. So let me just put some on my nose from what I have left, which is a lot. And let me just blend that all, because otherwise it's just gonna look ridiculous. Okay, we can work with that. We can work with that. Alright, yeah, it is way more pink than I expected it to be, and it is way more pigmented than I expected it to be, which is not a bad thing. I just need to be less heavy-handed with it. But that actually looks kind of lovely, I'm not gonna lie. For a highlighter, I don't have anything new because it's really hard for me to stray from my favorite. So as per usual, I'm gonna be using the Revolution Pro Supreme Highlighter in metal and using the middle one. I got my mum one of those for her birthday, which was actually yesterday, because she really liked it when I used just a highlighter on my eyes, and she wanted to do the same. But her skin tone is slightly darker than mine, so she needed darker shades. So she really likes it as well. I would definitely highly recommend. It's an incredible highlighter, and it's £6. And I mean, what a bargain. £6 for an insanely beautiful highlighter. I mean, look at that nose highlight. Look at it. It's blinding. It's just so beautiful. I love it. It's my favorite. I've only tried the metal and the ice. I haven't tried the other one just because I feel like it's a bit too peachy for me. But I will eventually cave and buy it because I know myself. Just so much highlight. I love highlight. I feel like highlight and mascara, while I wouldn't wear them just by themselves, or maybe highlight, but not mascara because I just feel like I look dead. They just elevate the look and I feel like they finish it off and it just looks so good, so good. Right, one last step for lips. I'm going to first of all use the PS lip liner from Primark. I don't know what shade that is. It's Naked Flame, that's it. I think that's it. So I'm gonna first line my lips and then I'm gonna use a lipstick. I like to overline my lips a little bit just because I basically don't have any. Maybe I'll change that one day, but for now we work with what we have. And for lipstick I'm gonna use Raw Beauty Christie's all-time favorite, Mocalicious from Wet n Wild. I had to buy it. I saw it. It was so affordable and I know she loves it. I mean, I know she's looking for a dupe of it, but I was like, do you know what, I'll try it for Christy. I will try it. The sun went down and it just looks ridiculous now, but actually I think it looks really lovely. I don't think this is the most suited lipstick for this eye, however I do think it looks nice and I quite enjoy it. One last step, we're going to spray. This is the Revolution Glow Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. Here you go. I think it turned out quite lovely, and here are my thoughts about all the products. I'm gonna go in order. Foundation so far, while I did not pick up the one that I was actually there for, this shade is actually surprisingly good for me. It's not too dark, although it seems like it would be, but once you blend it and, you know, put the rest of your makeup on, it actually looks absolutely fine. It's actually quite a good match. With foundation, I think you have to wear it for like a few hours to actually give it a real review, but so far it looks really nice on my face. I mean, I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but again, as I said, I use the wedge sponge and I don't really like my foundations to full coverage, so it's actually quite lovely. It makes my face quite blur, but my freckles still shine through, and I really like that. So far so good, but I will try and add a little bit of a snippet over here just now after I've finished talking so much, just to tell you what I think. Hello, Editing Eager here. Just here to tell you that this foundation looks the exact same as when I put it on, and it's currently 8:30. This was filmed about 2 o'clock. Yeah, it looks the exact same as when I put it on. I'm very impressed. And so does the concealer. Normally concealer really bunches up under my eyes, and while you can see that I've been wearing it for a little while, I think it looks pretty good. You can't see it with this trash camera, but yeah, it's holding up better than most foundations would at this point, and my skin looks incredible. I know that particular foundation has very mixed reviews. Some people say that it bunches up really badly at the end of the day and stuff like that. For me, so far that's not the case, but it's worth watching those other reviews because I have been sitting at home doing basically nothing, which doesn't stop other foundations from coming off my face, let me tell you that. And I touch my face a lot and stuff like that, so the fact that it still looks the same as when I put it on, I would absolutely recommend it. Try it. For concealer, love this concealer. I have tried it before. It was just not my shade. Is this a little bit too light? Yes, but I think in the case of this foundation, it's actually not a bad thing. Quite enjoy it. I'm happy they're releasing more shades. They are missing so many darker shades, I feel. And this is so many people's staple, and I'm so happy they finally released a shade that works for me. The palette. I mean, first of all, the quality of the packaging is incredible. I love it. I absolutely love it. Price per shade is so good in this, and the quality is incredible. For me, my favorite eyeshadow formulas are definitely Colourpop and also Anastasia Beverly Hills. So this is kind of like Colourpop, slightly more muted. However, I didn't try any of the vibrant shades, so that's going to be its separate video. But I'm quite happy with it. It blended really well. The shimmer, as I say, shimmers are different in every palette. You have to see what works. But I quite like them. I love how the eyes turned out. I think they're incredible colors. You can see them. They're not too pigmented, are just pigmented enough. Not that there is a thing like too pigmented, because we all want all the pigment we can get. You can go a little bit more heavy-handed with it, which I quite like because I'm used to it. So I would definitely recommend. There's, I think, 3-4 different types of it. This is the Identity, and I think it's a really good mix of colors and neutrals. I like it. I would definitely recommend. And you get a huge mirror with it. You can't go wrong with that. I'm sorry. It's lovely. Fur liner, as I say, I've tried this before. It's an incredible dupe for Kat Von D's tattoo liner. It lasts a long time. I don't really have issues with it. I am definitely always going to be an advocate for it. And I feel like this, if you're using the Renaissance Flick or anything like that, this is so much more stable. This line took me literally 2 minutes. Currently, with the state of my Renaissance Flick, it's getting a bit hard. So I would absolutely recommend this always. I love this. This used to be my favorite eyeliner for ages. The Rimmel Radiance brick, I feel like it's really nice. I didn't go too heavy-handed with it, but I think it added that little bit of an oomph that I was looking for in my bronzer for the summer especially. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen this in like 10 million videos in like 2013 when British YouTube was so big and they all used Rimmel. And but I would recommend, it's quite nice. It's only like a £5 and it adds like a little bit of a glow to your makeup. Blush, I was definitely not expecting this kind of a pigment, okay? I would definitely be less heavy-handed next time, and I'm looking forward to trying this one. Just has a little bit of shimmer to it, but I don't really use oranges on my face a lot, and I'm really excited to try the shimmers. I don't know, I haven't used a shimmer blush in a really long time and I'm looking forward to using it, but this one, really nice. I think I'm gonna like that one quite a lot as well. It's quite bright though, so I'm gonna really have to be careful. This is very much my shade, so much. This is quite a lovely palette, and again, really cheap. I think this was like £6. I love me a drugstore deal. And lastly, the lipstick, Mocalicious, lovely shade. It is, I think, a matte formula, I'm not sure. Quite hard to put on if you don't have like any lip balm underneath or you have quite dry lips, I think. But I quite like this shade. It's very up my alley. Would I wear this with this eye? No, I think this eye is a bit too yellow gold, but you can't really see on camera. I think it looks nice, so I quite enjoy it, and it's super affordable as well. But yeah guys, this is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna link everything I use down below, or everything I can find if it's not sold out and stuff like that. So if you're interested in buying any of that, go ahead, it's down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great time. If you did, do give it a like down below. I'd really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more from me, do subscribe down below. I make videos quite often recently because I have the time. I make mostly beauty and lifestyle videos, sometimes chatty stuff. We're just vibing here. We're just vibing. There's no rhyme or reason to anything. I'm just doing what I like. So if you'd like to see more from me, do subscribe. I'd love to have you here. But for now, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye!